to all my bold conservatives out there. Today, we're going to be talking about how the left is trying to manufacture a recession to hurt Donald Trump. But here is how it's going to backfire. Buckle your seatbelts. This is the Bold Conservative Show.
What gives? I mean, critics are saying the 2020 Democrats' policies amount to economic vandalism. Your take here.
Even some in left-wing media like The Nation have said all these folks on the left who have been saying all it's going to take to defeat President Donald Trump in the next election is an economic downturn should be careful what they're asking for. Because as economic downturns, well, of course we know economies go up, economies go down, and some people who aren't political are saying a recession could be coming. That's not good. It's not good for the country. It's not something that politicians should ever hope for. And the worry for anyone who's voting here is that a lot of the Democrats here have ideological blinkers on, where what they're going to do if they're elected will not change depending on the economic circumstances of the country. Green New Deal, raising taxes, bringing back regulation. Those are some of the things that have been promised, but how to actually deal with the recession has been skipped.
You know, the Obama administration is to the right of the hard left 2020 Democrats. Obama's policy is not so state-of-the-art, one of the worst U.S. recoveries in U.S. history, and that was why the Democrats got slammed so hard in the 2010 midterms. Here's Vice President Michael Pence today warning about the U.S. that the U.S. will have a recession if a 2020 Democrat wins. Watch this.
If any one of the Democrats on that debate stage wins the presidency, the gains of the last 2.5 years would be wiped out. Taxes would skyrocket. The stock market would tank. Jobs would vanish, and we would get that recession these naysayers keep talking about.
You know, Chris, remember when Joe Biden said we had to spend government money to avoid going bankrupt? I mean, that's considered to the right of what the Democrats in 2020 are proposing right now. Your take on Mike Pence here?
There's always a danger, but this has happened with the Trump administration, of holding your administration too closely to the economy, because economies are out of the control of any administration, at least in a market like we have. However, he's got a strong point there, where the deregulation is one of the first things, that drove our economy and got the engines going again under President Trump, followed by a tax cut. Now, of course, some of that gas is going to wear out, but the continued deregulation and actually trying to get American industry back, those are strong things for the U.S. economy. And the Democrats are absolutely sure across the board, whether it's what they want to do positively or what they want to do negatively, would get rid of that progress.
Yeah, true. President Trump has had an awful lot of successes on his own, virtually without any help from Congress. We've got a new move. Look at this. By top CEOs in the U.S., what they want to do may undercut Senator Sanders and Elizabeth Warren's plans, their big anti-business plans to go after big corporations and basically have the government take over big swaths of the U.S. economy. Nearly 200 of the top CEOs in the country just agree that driving shareholder value is no longer the top priority. They need to start taking more care of their workers, helping the community. What do you think of this, Chris?
I think all of that sounds good on its head, but the reality is the social cues that they're responding to are not necessarily what's good for the country, what's always good for their employees. It's what's good for the hard left and the people in Silicon Valley that demand it. So we're not going to see these CEOs, instead of saying, we just care about profit, say we also care about the middle class. We're going to see them say things like, we need to open our borders more, or we need to not do business with the U.S. military. I worry that that's how this shareholder activism is going to play out.
Chris Bedford, great to see you. Come back soon.
As you could see, we're all starting to be aware of the Democrats' plans. Think long and hard about this for a moment. The Democrats are hoping for a recession, and the cries will become a self-fulfilling prophecy. According to the left, that is. Now, this is what I understand about this. This is what we're dealing with. There's a little known secret about the economy that Wall Street knows all too well. Perceptions become reality even when reality runs contrary to perceptions. Fear of a crash prompted by rumors and speculation can cause a crash even if no other outside forces intervene. Valuation fluctuations are as influenced by media reports as they are by P&L statements. A tweet by a powerful person can send the economy soaring or plummeting, depending on the direction of the tweet. Controlling the flow of information and keeping investors as accurately informed as possible has been a staple of our strong economics for decades. But in today's news on demand world, it doesn't take much to muddy the waters with false reports and poor analysis, whether intentionally poor or not. In other words, how we feel about the economy has much effect over it as the key indicators attached to it. So the thing is, you may have noticed since Trump has been president, the Democrats have been banning so many different things that it's hard to keep track. But the two most important things that they're banning, and that is going to cause really bad recession, would be them banning plastic straws, plastic bags, and here recently there's reports that the Democrats want to ban the plastic bottles of water. They want to ban the plastic bottles of water. All of these industries rely on the economy. They rely on people buying them in order to succeed. If they ban all of these things, then they're putting thousands of people, possibly millions of people, out of work. Another thing they're doing is they're actually trying to increase the minimum wage. They get everybody on board, all the workers on board. Yeah, we want $15 an hour. Then the companies can't afford to pay these people $15 an hour. If a company has over 100 employees and has to pay each employee at least $15 an hour, they have to start either cutting hours or they have to start laying people off. And McDonald's is already talking about animating with kiosks, which is putting thousands of people out of work. So this is what the left is trying to do. They're trying to ban manufactured plastics, putting thousands out of work, which is starting the recession. Then they want to raise the minimum wage so that the companies can't afford to pay the people. So nobody's stupid. Everybody realizes what's going on. Everybody understands. And see, here's the thing. New Jersey's state Democrats want to ban plastic and paper grocery bags. Paper grocery bags. So here's the thing with that. A bill that would ban plastic bags from grocery stores in New Jersey could get a lot stricter, according to the legislation sponsors. State Senator Bob Smith, a Democrat, wants the bill, which includes ban plastic straws and styrofoam containers, to also prohibit paper bags. See, there's another industry that is going to be hit is the paper industry. But if the Democrats want to ban the paper bags or if they want to ban the plastics, they have to ban the paper bags. Because if they're banning the plastics for the environment's sake, then going to paper straws kills millions of trees. But first, take a moment to check out our merch. Hi, Bold Conservatives. This is James Ledbetter, the host of the Bold Conservative Show. Take a moment to check out our custom t-shirts, designed by us and sold on Bonfire. Each shirt is designed with Bold Conservatives in mind. You can buy a tee with the custom Bold Conservative logo on it, or a Vote Trump Pence 2020 tee. We even have a Just Say No to Socialism tee. Make a bold statement by sporting these high-quality tees designed by me. Each tee created at Bonfire is a premium unisex tee, a classic crew neck t-shirt, usually by Next Level Apparel. This shirt is made with a 60-40 blend of cotton and poly. All tees are combed and ring spun for a soft texture and premium feel. You can purchase tees individually or order custom tees directly and take advantage of their bulk discounts. Don't see what you're looking for? Don't worry. We have more designs on the drawing table now. Get your tees today while supplies last. The links will be in the show description below.